I'll be honest, I didn't know if I'd see this world again, but here we are, we're back. And I've actually got a lot of big plans. I've already started making some iron. I want to get a big long pathway here out onto the ocean, and I'm going to start fishing for food. But to do that, we're going to need a ton of wood, so that's why I got all these axes. We're back here on the world to tell you guys all about mostly the New Year's goals that I set at the start of this year. Because, I mean, at the time of recording this, it's July 22nd, so we're actually more than halfway done with the year. And now I want to get updates on the progress, talk about stuff with the channel, where I want to take things further. So to anyone not aware, the first video I ever put on this channel, I forget exactly what it was called, but it was basically just me talking about the past year, talking about my channel in the past, and just how I wanted to do things differently for 2025. And at the end of the video, I set 4 pretty lengthy goals for myself, hoping that would motivate me to really take this channel forward. But unfortunately, as you could probably see by my videos as of recently, it's probably been one of the least active my channel has ever been. And I want to know why that is. Like, am I just like really bad at setting goals? Is it like I had all this motivation at the beginning of the year and now suddenly it all disappeared? Is it just like those New Year's resolutions where people say they're gonna get fit and then by January 7th they're done? So I think let's go through all 4 of the goals and see where I'm at with each one, how I thought it might have been achievable, how it might still be achievable, and yeah, just talk about how the channel is gonna look in the future with these goals. So the first one I set for myself is that I want to upload a video consistently every 2 weeks. And obviously you can tell by the length between this and the last video, that didn't really happen. I can't remember specifically how this ended up happening, but I remember specifically that my plan was going to be that I would make videos in advance and then schedule them 2 weeks apart, so that even if I had like time that went by that I wouldn't be able to make a video, I'd still be good because I have videos in backup ready to upload, and yeah, I wouldn't be missing uploads because I would have stuff in reserve. And I don't think this ever really happened. I can't remember specifically like finishing a video and being like, oh, this won't come out until another 3 weeks because I'm really ahead of schedule. Most of the time it would be me right up to the deadline, either finishing it Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday morning. And yeah, I do think there was a definite lack in time management there. I remember wanting to get video work done over the winter break so that I would be prepared going back into the next semester at my college. But once that plan kind of fizzled out and college started becoming much more busy, I'm like, hey, maybe I could take like 1 week off, and then once 1 week goes, then another week goes, and then suddenly I had like months go by where I hadn't even made a video. And with a goal like upload every 2 weeks, I mean, I can't really get back on that goal now. It's not like I can really get back on track. It's kind of, I missed the mark, you know? Which kind of sucks. I feel like if I were to make goals for this channel in the future, or just goals in general in life, it's probably not very smart to say, hey, you need to do this, otherwise you fail. I feel like that's probably not a very motivating thing, because, I mean, at the end of the day, I still improved. I feel like I got better. It might not have been as good as I was hoping to do, but I don't think I should see it as a failure. I think I should see it as, I just came a bit short of my goal, and, you know. But I feel like it kind of stings a bit because I can't really, like, retry this goal. I guess I could start doing it again, but, I mean, it wouldn't be the same goal that I had set for myself originally. So yeah, I kind of missed the mark on that one. Why exactly, I think we'll get to a little bit later. The other part of the video requirement would be to upload at least 27 videos, which would beat out the previous year, which I think I did 25 or 26 videos. I don't exactly remember. I don't exactly remember how much I did in 2024. All I know is that 2025 I want to beat that number. And while yes, it is looking rough, I only uploaded 6 videos in the first half of the year. I am actually working on a pretty big project at the moment, which would have many videos uploaded to the channel around December time. And while yes, you could definitely call it like a loophole,
What?
a loophole or like a cheat or like something like that, I feel like for how ambitious this project is, it would fit. It would still fit the goal that I set for myself. But just know I am planning on more videos in the future. There are stuff that I've recorded that I just haven't been able to put out yet, ideas I have in my head, stuff like that. The videos aren't going anywhere, even if they might be a bit more spread out, a bit less consistent. But again, we'll talk about the future plans in a bit. I want to now get on to the 2 other goals that I set that I am certain I will not be completing this year. The first was 100 shorts. Now, let me tell you, I absolutely despise YouTube Shorts, as well as Instagram Reels, as well as TikTok, as well as, I don't know, whatever they got on Facebook. Any kind of short form videos, I have just grown to just completely resent. And that goes as both a viewer and a creator. Not only do I think that the short form content is, really bad for your attention span, your health, your motivation. I'll be honest, I could do probably an entire another video about like my social media addiction and trying to stay off the phone. But that's not really the topic of today's video, so I won't get too much into it. But just know that I really dislike watching YouTube shorts and stuff like that, as well as making them. At least what I had in mind for making them. There are definitely a few YouTube shorts on this channel I did actually really enjoy because they were usually just fun ideas, silly projects, something that I could look back on fondly and smile and say, hey, that was something I could create if I did. But the more recent YouTube shorts, I'll be honest, are just kind of dull and uninspired. They're just clips from my actual videos, albeit pretty funny clips and enjoyable moments, but I didn't feel any creativity making those. I didn't get any joy from creating them. It was just taking moments that I had already created and just splicing them up and throwing them back on my channel. Like, if you wanted to watch those moments, just go to the actual video. They're probably more enjoyable in the context of the video anyways. I'm gonna be completely honest, the only reason I put that goal on was not because I thought it would push me creatively. It was solely because, well, shorts are really good at getting people to find your channel. I've witnessed firsthand how much shorts can impact your viewership, how much they can bring new eyes onto your channel. And I thought, hey, if I upload 100 shorts this year, surely this will gain attention to my videos and more people will watch. And in the past few months, I feel like I've really changed my perspective on what it means to make YouTube videos. But before that, I'll get on to my final goal, which was streaming 12 times a month.
Flashback.
So, we'll try it. 6 streams a month. Well, wait, what? No, where did that come from? Don't.
End of flashback.
And this was basically for the exact same reason as the shorts. I knew that streaming also really helped with my sub growth. It helped people feel like they were more connected to the channel and stuff like that. But I'll be honest, I just don't really enjoy streaming the same way I like making videos. It's fun, don't get me wrong. I think it'd be cool for like a every once in a while thing, but I'll be honest, I just had no motivation to stream recently. I definitely don't want to give it up completely, of course, you know. A friend of mine from college actually made like a game type thing. I don't want to give too much away, but I want to play that on stream. Sometime soon, I promise, because I'm pretty sure this friend will be watching this video, and I told him many times, I don't know when I'll get to it, but I assure you, it's coming, trust. Yeah, but I just don't really know where I'm going to take streaming in the future. It was really fun to do the Mater Wii game on stream, and of course that stream is going to get edited down into a video at some point, which is going to be really fun. I haven't really done too much editing on it, but just knowing from the moments that we already had on stream and the laughs that were shared, I think it's going to be a great time. So now that we've kind of recapped on the goals and where I'm at with each of them, let's get to the big question in the room. Why did I really just kind of fall off on making videos? And truthfully, for a while, I had no idea. I kind of just blamed it on, you know, bad habits, bad motivation, bad, work ethic, bad time management, bad procrastination. And while those things are definitely true, I think the main reason was I was no longer trying to be someone who made videos on YouTube. I was trying to be a YouTuber. And you're probably scratching your head saying, wait, isn't that the same thing? Like, isn't a YouTuber someone who makes videos? Yes, by definition. But I think there's a difference between someone who puts their videos online as a way to be creative, as a way to express their skills, as a way to share something that they enjoy with other people, and someone who specifically makes videos for views, for attention, for money, for the pursuit of a career. That's where I've been for a very long time. It's been a long time goal / dream of mine to be able to make enough money off YouTube that it could be a full-time job. Just seeing the fact that they get to make videos for a living and just express themselves creatively just seemed like an absolutely amazing thing. I mean, I absolutely love making videos. If I could do it full-time as a career, like, that would be the best thing ever, right? I mean, maybe. I don't know what it would be like because I've never been in that position. But I think one thing I've realized is when you're so hypercritical of your work and you're analyzing every little bit of it, you're trying to make sure the thumbnails are eye-catching and the videos are quick and snappy so that people don't lose their attention span. At some point, it's less about your own creativity and you're kind of just following a formula that's been put out in front of you. And I think obsessing over the numbers and the analytics game of YouTube really took the enjoyment out for me. When I was forcing myself to follow a every 2-week schedule, it didn't feel like I was disciplining myself. It felt like I was just turning this hobby into another job that I was not getting paid for. This creative outlet that I enjoyed so much was now just, yeah, this is what I do, I guess. I mean, you know, I have to do it, otherwise I'm never gonna be successful. But just the balance between doing what you want that's like fulfilling and creative to you on the platform and doing what you think will get the most views and people will want to see, it's a really hard balance. And I'll be honest, at this point, I think I'm on the side fully of just doing what I want to do, being creative, or just not making videos at all. Because I think I've said this many times in the past, but if you don't enjoy what you're doing on YouTube, then really, like, what's the point? I can understand if you're, like, doing it as a career, but I'm not making any money from this. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hobbies aren't supposed to be, like, you gain from monetary gain, but you gain so much more with experiences, knowledge, learning, just enjoyment, feeding your brain, challenging yourself. And I feel like I left all those things in the past in favor of chasing success, following numbers, doing what was expected of me, I guess. And don't get me wrong, I still really enjoy being creative. I still really enjoy making things. And that's why I'm so excited for this project I'm working on to start taking shape and I can start showing you guys stuff later in the year. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, for a while, I just didn't really want to make videos because I just didn't like the stress attached to it. So I stopped. I just kind of stopped working completely. And I'll be honest, it was probably for the better. It might have only been a few weeks, but I was able to fully attach from my YouTube channel. Of course, I still told people about it. But compared to how I was in like 2021, 2022-ish, where I would think about YouTube constantly, probably every single day, I'd say there was a good 3 or 4 weeks so where I didn't really think about YouTube at all. Which, I'll be honest, I've actually enjoyed way more. Fans of the channel will know that I am Christian, and I've been really pushing to take my faith more seriously. People will probably see that in the fact that I share Bible verses and stuff in my videos. I played the Jesus story game on Roblox with my friend Daniel. And in the Bible, it talks about something called idolatry, which is basically anything you put above God as, like, you know, something you think about more, something that you prioritize more. And if we think about myself back in like 2022, I thought about YouTube daily, and I very rarely thought about my walk with God. And now it's completely flipped. I think about YouTube rarely, and I think about God basically every minute of the day, which I could not be happier with. It has made my life so much more focused. It has given me a path to travel on. It's strengthened me in ways that I just never really knew possible. So I don't want anyone thinking this is a negative. This is a very positive thing for me. Even though, of course, YouTube is something that I really enjoyed and something that I look back fondly on, I would not want it to become an idol, or more so than it already has. So where does this leave the channel in the future? Well, while I'm sure it would be really cool to be able to make videos as a full-time career and, be able to do this all the time, just purely creative, stuff like that, I think I've just proven at this point that the creativity and the lock-in mentality of, I gotta do a whole bunch of videos, they can't intermix. At least not in the way that I was trying to do it. And obviously, if I have to sacrifice one, it's definitely going to be the success growing side of things. I don't want to say that the dream is dead or anything like that. I mean, obviously I would still love if, people kept watching my videos and stuff like that. But at the same time, I've found different pursuits in life. I've found different ideas where I want to go with my career. Ways that I can use my studies at college to really have an impact on people. And while I don't know for certain where I'm going to go, I just don't really see YouTube being in the cards anymore. So honestly, I think this channel is going to look mostly the same. I'm hoping to still put out more videos this year, so don't worry about that. Still a lot of ideas I want to see come to life, still a lot of creativity to just give to the world. So I'm not going to retire, and I honestly don't seem to plan on it, at least for the time being. It'll likely happen eventually. I really doubt seeing myself doing YouTube at 40. But just focusing on this year right now, I'm gonna stick around. I think also I need to be less strict on my standards for videos. And I'm not saying I'm gonna purposely make them worse or spend less time editing, just uploading videos that I don't like just to upload. I did that a lot in 2024, and it was that same shallow feeling of I'm just uploading to meet a number, to meet a quota. I think I've realized that if I don't like a video, I'm just not gonna upload it. The world doesn't have to see everything that I make. If I make something and I think it's bad, I don't really have to do it. And I still really enjoy making videos like this, don't get me wrong. I think stuff like this is really fun. But I think I was holding myself back from a lot of videos because I'm nah, it needs to be super unique. It needs to be never done before. If I just want to boot up Mario Super Sluggers and just play a few rounds and record it and put it on YouTube, why should I stop myself? Why should I say it's not good enough? Why should I say that, oh, people aren't gonna watch? Who cares? If it's a video I like and it's a video I enjoy and I find fulfillment out of it, then what's the big deal with people maybe not liking it as much? And not only would being less strict on things make me enjoy it a lot more from a hobby perspective, but it would probably also mean I would get more videos out for you guys. And I think at this point, I've kind of have a fairly loyal fan base of mostly friends who still watch. And if you're someone who still faithfully watches my videos, please leave a comment down below, because it would just be so beautiful to see all the people that are still watching after all this time. I mean, I've been doing this since, if you count Crazy Rage Gaming, I've been doing this since if you count Crazy Rage Gaming, I've been doing this since 2014, which is actually insane. Over 10 years I've been making videos. 2017, 2018 on the Mr. Muffin 72 channel, still a lot of time. And I'm really glad for all the people that stuck through. I'm really glad for all the people that stuck with me all this time. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Even if I never earned a cent on this channel, I'm glad that I just got to enjoy it. By the way, I'm like really bad at like playing a game and also talking at the same time. So I've just been like running around in circles, not really doing much. But you know, we're changing up how we do this. I think it was gonna be faster if I try it this method. Okay, while it could look better, it could also look a lot worse. And just like when we built the house on the first episode, I'm not gonna scrutinize it. I think it looks kind of funny. And you can go up pretty easily. There's the stairs. And you can go down even faster just by taking this express route. Oh, wow, that actually, okay. But it's functional, it works, it's kind of cool. Let's check it out from the other side, actually. Ooh, okay, wait, okay, from the side of the mountain, I actually like how it looks a lot better. Wait, let's get another angle. Okay, actually, maybe let's not get another angle. But we never actually built the dock part, so let's do that first, and then we can fish a little bit to close out the episode. Alright, so the dock is now completed, and let me show you. You might be wondering, why is there this big gap in between? Well, you actually have to do a 3+1 parkour jump to get up. That way, if you're fishing at night, the mobs can't do it because they're bad at parkour. Look at them, they're not even going for the jump. What fools. Oh, yeah, try it. Oh, wow, bro. Uh-huh, yeah, nice one. Oh, he's going again? No, you got it. That's embarrassing. Okay. Parkour noobler. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what I can get. First ever fishing catch. I'm hoping for a mending book. Let's see. Dude, you actually can't script this. I was hoping for a fish at least! This must have been how the disciples felt when they were catching nothing. But at least they were catching no fish, bro. I got rotten flesh! Nah, end the video. Actually, you know, I take back what I said. I'm retiring from YouTube. I quit. I'm done.